Welcome to the Lado Show. Today we're basically going to be talking, like we're basically going to talk heart to heart about a particular information I came across. Well, it's kind of an old information, but I just came across it, and I think I really want to talk about it. I really want to address it, and it's an information that came. I just searched it and I just found it, and I came across it, and people were just reactions. So reactions were popping, and everybody was just talking. Everybody was just saying many things about it, and I had to chip in my 2 cents about it, and it has to do with Idris Elba. Idris Elba, you know, playing the role of Okonkwo in the Hollywood series. The new series that Hollywood is trying to drop. Things Fall Apart. Things Fall Apart. If you don't know about Things Fall Apart is a novel written by our own playwright, a Nigerian playwright, Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe wrote Things Fall Apart in 1958. You know, wrote Things Fall Apart in 1958, and Things Fall Apart first came on screen, was first acted as a series by Nigerians, and our veteran actor Pet Edochie took the role of Okonkwo and presented it perfectly. That even attracted the attention of BBC London back then. I think in 1984, 1981 also thereabout. So Pet Edochie brought him to limelight. She did the role of Okonkwo. He did it very perfectly, and brought him to limelight. Brought him to the point where he is right now. So much respect for Pet Edochie. Acting Okonkwo, and now Things Fall Apart is about to be reshot. Let me put it that way, because Hollywood is about to do Things Fall Apart all over again as a series this time around. But now they're trying to feature Idris Elba, a British actor who has no knowledge about the Igbo language. Okay, first of all, I am Alado and I am Igbo. I'm a Nigerian, I'm a confirmed Igbo boy. And as a confirmed Igbo boy, well, I gotta say this for sure, that Idris Elba is not an ideal character for me, if you ask me, because Idris Elba to portray Okonkwo, Okonkwo actually in the novel Things Fall Apart. Okonkwo is a stoic character, very stoic character, like very strong character that withstands any situation, any kind of pain, any kind of like if you go through the book, like you have to read Things Fall Apart, the book, you see Okonkwo. Okonkwo is a very strong character, like withstanding so many situations, and then setting so many things straight. It is strict and you know intolerant character, so he doesn't tolerate. So I find it somehow not cool for Idris Elba to be playing Okonkwo. Ask me why. If you ask me why, I'm going to tell you straight up that Idris Elba is a British character, is a British actor, and Idris Elba has got a British accent. He did a movie, a South African movie. He did a movie. He did Long Walk to Freedom. Yeah, I think I remember it. Long Walk to Freedom. Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom. He acted. He did Mandela's role. Mandela going to prison and then coming out and then trying to instigate the South Africans, to fight the what is it called now? The oppression that came from the white people on the South Africans, back then. Yeah. So he did that role. He knew where he took him to go into a South African character. In fact, I always listen to Trevor Noah. I'm a big fan of Trevor Noah, and I went from the Daily Show of Trevor Noah's to where Trevor Noah is right now. Trevor Noah is currently doing a show on Spotify. Show on Spotify that I follow up very well. And Trevor Noah had Idris Elba on the show. And they talked about him playing the character of Mandela on The Long Walk to Freedom, and he described how hard and how tedious it was for him to go into the character of presenting Mandela, doing the accent and all that. And trust me, South African accent, South African accent is easily done than an Igbo accent. Trust me. You cannot compare South African accent to an Igbo accent. I know what I'm saying right now, because you might wonder, you might think, what is he saying? South African accent. You might think because it's an African language that forms a South African accent. That African language, yeah, forms a South African accent, yeah, and African language forms Igbo accent, yeah. You might think that it takes the same effort to build the accents, right? But I'm going to tell you for free right now that it will not take the same effort to build a South African accent and an Igbo accent, because an Igbo accent has weight, like it has heft. As an Igbo boy, I will tell you for real, like before you can speak Igbo, before you can act Igbo, it will tell a lot. So I think, yeah, the box office they are doing a whole lot to make sure that Idris Elba gets to play the role of Okonkwo in the forthcoming Things Fall Apart that they're trying to do. Yeah. So he plays Okonkwo because he's Idris Elba, and he has a record of he has sold out so many, like he has raked in a lot of money in box office. And his face, like, okay, let me just be a Nigerian for now. I will say in face show, in shoe shine. You understand, when it comes to things of the Hollywood scene. So he has a lot to offer in the Hollywood scene. I think actors like Stan Nze. Let me see from the news I have here. Actors like Stan Nze. Stan Nze is a Nollywood actor. Yeah, one of the best we have here. Shooting movies like having Netflix movies and raking in dollars. So Stan Nze did very well for himself, and got pointed out at some point, but here I'm seeing news. I said why Hollywood rejected Stan Nze and chose Idris Elba to play Okonkwo in upcoming Things Fall Apart series. Okay, now Things Fall Apart series, they would have chosen Stan Nze, and Stan Nze is an Igbo guy. He knows how to speak Igbo. He has done movies with Igbo, so he can represent that character. But looking at things right here, they judge Stan Nze by stands of the box office, like how much he has raked in so far. I'm seeing here Stan Nze has a box office earning of 166 million naira from his roles in Netflix movies like Afamefuna, Domitila, and The Weekend to Remember. That's around $99,491. So it's nothing compared to what Idris Elba has already raked in for box office. So Idris Elba, on the other hand, as in May 2019 alone, has has amassed more than $9.8 billion at the global box office, including over $3.6 billion in North America, of which he stands as one of the top 20 highest gross actors. Okay, so you see, the difference is clear. I think that is one of the reasons why Idris Elba will be chosen, because in a global stage, Idris Elba has more, he has more to offer in the global stage than Stanze. So Stanze does not have more to offer than Idris Elba. So Idris Elba will be taking the role. But for me, ask me, I'll tell you that, man, Idris Elba will have to go to an Igbo school. We'll have to learn Igbo for a while. Now one day, if okay take Idris Elba to be able to go into this character, okay take here a lot. Now I will speak Igbo, but I will have to combine it with English so that you can even understand what I'm saying, because nse ka nsuba so Igbo ọ ga-afịa anyị ncha niile arụ. As a confirmed Igbo boy, I'm going to tell you that. So for real, today I think that's pretty much it, and that's pretty much what we'll be taking today. And from my own point of view, if you ask me, I would say that I would really want an Igbo guy. Okay, I think somewhere they have David Oyelowo, because he has a studio, and then he'll be partnering with Idris Elba studio to be able to bring this movie to light. But David Oyelowo still is a Yoruba guy. He can't even speak Igbo. And I don't even think David Oyelowo knows how to speak Yoruba, because David Oyelowo is a British Yoruba actor. He just has the Yoruba name, David Oyelowo. And Idris Elba has kind of relation in Ghana, and we all know that. But those people cannot represent Things Fall Apart. They cannot do the role of Things Fall Apart. I doubt that. But as it stands, it's about box office, and it's about the global face, and it's about what they have to offer globally. So we don't have a say there. So, but all I gotta say is that for me, if you ask me, I would really prefer an Igbo guy, because we have a lot of Igbo confirmed actors here, that can handle that. But it's the box office, guys. So they choose who does what, and it happens like that, and that's it. That's what we got. So we're dealing with that. We just have it that way. So I'll be anticipating the movie, though. I'll be anticipating Things Fall Apart, because Chinua Achebe's legacy has to stay. He's one of our biggest exploits. He's one of the biggest we have in the country. Rest in peace to him. He's dead. So I gotta say a big shout out to Hollywood for the project that is coming up. So I'm really looking forward to it, though. But I just have to share my 2 cents on it, that I'm not really comfortable with Idris Elba playing an Igbo role. Because man, you gotta have to speak Igbo. But I don't know how you're gonna do it, but anyhow it goes, like, we're gonna be here, and we're really gonna be expecting it, and I hope it's a blockbuster. I hope it's off this world. I hope it's off the chain, and I hope it does the magic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just sit back, relax, and watch, and then see how it goes. So that's it on today edition, and I'll see you on the next edition. Thank you very much.